Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to fully automate your Google Slides presentation. It's not quite like PowerPoint or Keynote where you can fully set up the timings and specify when a video kicks on. You kind of have to work around with it a little bit. This is a handy tip, though, if you ever have a display and you want your slides presentation to automatically flip through and loop back. And not only that, but have audio built in as well. So in a previous video, what I did was I took every single slide and I did a Screencastify video just for each slide one at a time. I inserted those using the Google Drive feature, like so, inserted those, shrunk them down and put them in the far corner of every box so that way they were out of the way. And then I also turned on autoplay for every single one. Now, when I go to video options, so when you select the video options appears here. It also appears if you right click on it. Then you can see the autoplay option. I turned that on. I did that for every single video on every slide, like so. So when I go to each one, the video options is there. I don't have to close out video options. It just stays open. That's nice. That's handy. And so I need to make sure that's on. The other thing I need to do is I need to check how many seconds are in each one. So this could be really actually a cool project where a student could actually have a conversation with a character or whatever. That's another video for another day. I might do that. So what you need to do is you need to make sure you know how long each one is, because you have to work around a little bit with the publishing settings and how many seconds are each slide. This is a 7-second video. This is a 10-second video. And this is a 16-second video. And this is an 11-second video. So I have a little bit of a gap here with my first slide, but that's okay. I can make it work. So to make this fully automated, I'm going to go to File, Publish to the Web, and you have some Auto Advanced Slides options here. And you can see that you have every second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and so on. They don't have specifics, but you can make this adjustment. Remember, my longest video was 16 seconds, so it falls in there, and then there's going to be this long gap if I choose 30. So that's not going to work very well. I'm going to go ahead and choose 15, and I'll show you why in a little bit. I'm going to select Start Slideshow as soon as the player loads, and I'm going to restart the slideshow after the last slide because I want this slides presentation to loop. I want it to be on a display. This is already published. I had already done this before. I should have probably started that from the start. When you hit the Publish button, it will appear like so. You do have some additional options as far as the publishing. You can make it that people with your school district accounts or corporation account are the only ones that can view that video. That's just a side note. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, get a new tab. I'm going to paste it in. Now, you'll see that here in the URL, it has delay milliseconds and it says 15,000. It's referring to 15,000 milliseconds, which is 15 seconds. And so I can manually go in there and adjust that. And my longest video was 16 seconds. I'm going to give a little buffer time there. I'm going to change that to 18,000 milliseconds or 18 seconds. And I'm going to hit enter and we'll see how this works. This is my presentation about Google Slides and the video options that you have available. And you can see there's a little bit of a gap there. So you want some consistency with how much time is in between each one. When you first put in your video, you're going to need to select at the top the video options. It'll appear in the menu bar once your video is selected. Not only can you use autoplay, but you can also trim your video. You can have a certain starting point or an ending point, whether it's a video from YouTube or a video from Google Drive. If you really wanted to, you could even mute your audio. I encourage you to just try it. Jump right in, insert a video, and try out the video options feature so that way you can see what's available for you. This is my presentation about Google Slides. All right, and so there you have an idea of how that would work. It just automatically loops back and does the same slideshow over and over and over. I have audio in my slides. I use an autoplay. So you have to play with it a little bit to get the timings down and whatnot. But just remember that when you go to publish it, you can specify how many seconds it is when you publish it just by changing the number of milliseconds up here at the top. And remember, you need the 3 zeros. So you could set it at 20. You could set it at 21. Oh, that'd be way too many. Whatever you want.